Cheers, everyone. Dave Brown here with the New Populace. Thank you again for joining me. Well, as you all know, the big news is that Kevin McCarthy has been removed as Speaker of the House, and I do not like McCarthy at all, so I was not unhappy to see him go. But I do admit there was that small part of me that wondered, is this a bad idea? Will this backfire against Republicans? But watching the response from the establishment Republicans, watching them freak out and lose their minds has made me come around to liking this even more. So if Meghan McCain is not happy, I am happy. And as far as Gates, irrespective of his motivations, he did stick his neck out here, and he has made himself persona non grata. And these establishment types would string this guy up if they could. They would absolutely separate his head from his shoulders. And that just, again, makes me like this even more. Now, why do I not like McCarthy? I said it before, he is part of the Uniparty. One of the reasons why Democrats are so emboldened to go after Trump is because they know McCarthy will never go after them in the same way. And in fact, I would submit that McCarthy, behind the scenes, probably hates Trump just as much as they do, which is why he drags his feet and just pays lip service to fighting back. And so even though Trump endorsed him, that does not mean McCarthy likes Trump. He understands the power that Trump has in the base, and so he keeps his trap shut as far as actually attacking Trump and plays nice. But deep down, he does not like him. Now, after he was ousted, McCarthy appeared in front of the press, gave a short 7-minute speech, followed by some questions. And this speech made me like McCarthy even less. It was one of those lame political speeches where he talks about his upbringing, where he came from, and how he came to Washington, D.C. to make America a better place. And he would have done it if it wasn't for these 8 dastardly Republicans led by Gates. Save it, man. I don't want to hear. But it's actually what came after that that we need to pay attention to. This is what is of note. If you're wondering why McCarthy didn't fulfill his promises, he tells us why. He's such a moron, he tells us why. And he also showed himself to be an idiot for trusting the person that he trusted. So listen to this clip.
Interesting, it was in this room after we had won the majority. I had become speaker last, and Nancy Pelosi came to me. She was speaker at the time on the way out. And I told her I was having issues with getting enough votes. And she said, "What's the problem?" I said, "They want this one person can rule you out." She was the only speaker to have changed that rule. I had the power to call the vote on her, but I never would. I lost some votes because of it. And she said, "Just give it to him. I'll always back you up." I made the same offer to Boehner and same thing to Paul, because I believe in the institution. I think today was a political decision by the Democrats.
What an idiot. A couple things here. First, he says he would never do it to her. And he goes, I lost votes because of it. Again, we won't fight fire with fire. But the bigger thing is he trusted Nancy Pelosi to give him political cover and to not have him removed as Speaker of the House. So that is ultimately why he thought he could not fulfill his promises. He had assurances, or at least he thought he did. So January 6th footage, screw that. We're not going to release all of it. Ukraine funding, yup, let's keep on funding Ukraine. This is why. How do we win? How do we beat Democrats in this, what it really is a civil war, if we have people like McCarthy making deals with Pelosi to keep him as Speaker? And why would Pelosi do this? Because she's understands that McCarthy is not a real threat. That's why she wouldn't mind, negotiating with him and giving him deals. Which, of course, in the future, if she wanted to, she would just renege on and stab him in the back because she's a snake. And apparently, Kevin McCarthy was dumb enough not to realize this. So if you wonder why Republicans never win, it's because we have morons like McCarthy who get outplayed by people like Pelosi, who you should never trust. And say what you want to say about Nancy Pelosi. She's a little long in the tooth. Sometimes it seems like she's not all there. Maybe she's drinking a little bit. But she has been in power as long as she has been in power because she is a shrewd political player. She is cutthroat, and she played McCarthy like a fiddle, and this moron actually believed that she would protect him. But when it came down to it, when she saw the opportunity, she very quickly shoved that knife into his back. So this is why we lose. Weak Republicans who are playing nice, who are making deals with Democrats, in order for them to not actually do what they say they were going to do. So McCarthy, you were ousted not because of Gates, but because you're an idiot who did not fulfill your promises, who made a deal with Nancy Pelosi. So this is all on you. Cry me a river. Well, that's it for now. If you are new to my channel, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.